goes out there, and now Adama Kante has the opportunity. Oh, the shot went flashes wide, but that was a very good position and a good opportunity to test the goalkeeper. That is exactly what he was trying to do, but couldn't get it right, Amadou.
He's good taking shots outside the penalty area. He scored a very magnificent goal, a stunner for that matter, against Sierra Leone at the Under-20 WAFU Championship in Senegal. So he's a very good player who can score from distance. Not a problem seeing him taking shots from that position. So he decided to take one. He has to ensure that he keeps doing that, and possibly he might get one out of that.
Absolutely. You don't have many of the players who can take shots outside the box and get it accurately or get something out of it. Adama Kante is one of the players who can make a difference with long range shots. He tried one there, but that wasn't a good one. Algeria, Gazella. Header. Now control. Good exchange of play. And the Gambians would watch that for a throw. Quick one taking. Sekou Barrow to Albert Agua Gomez. Albert back to Sekou Barrow. Lamin Sedikan. Appears to get that pass wrong for an Algeria throw. It's 0-0 after 38 minutes in this CHAN qualifiers. The Gambia looking for their first opportunity to make it to the CHAN competition proper since it was first introduced by CAF in 2009. 3 countries will host it: Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. Gambia almost in trouble there, but Adama Kante wins a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for the Gambia. Bakary Jawara, the fortune player. Lamin Sedikan. The ball goes out for a goal kick to Algeria. The Algerians are under no pressure at all. As far as this game is concerned, Gambia playing home should have been something completely different.
Well, we want to win this game, and the Algerians also will not undermine Gambia. I am sure that they have watched Gambia play against Gabon in the first preliminary, and of course they will respect the Gambia. Yeah, they have a professional league. Their league is much more stronger than ours, but they should know that individually we have good players and we can put up a good team that can come and fight against them. Huh?
I mean, Sedikan there. He rolls it. A good ball. Adama Kante. Kante. And now Ibrahim Gay has the opportunity to connect the ball for a header, but the Algerian goalkeeper reacted quickly. Ben Bot. That could have been easily 1-0, Amadou Tamba.
Well, absolutely. Ibrahim again needs service, and once you feed him with the ball, he can be able to create something for the Gambia. And if he gets an opportunity, he will absolutely try to put it into the back of the net. And this Algerian goalkeeper, Osama Ben Bot, is an experienced goalkeeper. He was one of the players who has been called up to Vladimir Petkovic's senior team. So he's absolutely very experienced. But let's feed the striker. He will be able to get something.
Corner for the Gambia. It comes in, but been headed from danger by the Algerians. You get it? In Algeria, good connection of passes going forward. Now looking for an opportunity to get an opening, but the Gambians regrouped and cleared the ball out of trouble. But again, Algeria on the left-hand side gets the cross. He's trying to connect to his teammate Adam Akante. He easily controlled that one. And now the Gambia wins a throw. Ibrahim Fofana there. And a quick throw. Albert Ajua Gomez to Lamin Sedikan. Sedikan to Mas Njai. Now Pamodu Sohna. All the way back. And now a cross comes in. Can a player connect to it? Yes, Bakari Jawara, another cross. Long one. Ibrahim Gay couldn't get a good touch of the ball. And now it goes all the way to Lamin Sedikan. Sekou Paro. Lamin Sedikan now. Wins another corner. Ibrahim Fofana. It's another corner kick for the Gambia. Amadou, good spell of possession there.
Absolutely, we are doing very well right now, going forward and crafting opportunities, and we need to try and ensure that we tick the right box in the final third. This is our third corner of the game, and Adama needs to try and pick out a teammate in the penalty area, and let's try to get the lead going into the break.
A good time, just a minute before the break plus added on time. Adama Kante, can he create something special? A header, but another player couldn't connect to it, but still Gambia in possession. Pamodu Sahna rolls the ball all the way. Adama Kante, long ball again, and now Pamodu Sahna. Can he get something out here? Pamodu, but it's been blocked. A good ball, but the Algeria goalkeeper Ben Bot tried to punch the ball away, and now a header, but Ibrahim Gay couldn't connect it very well. Another close effort. How about the Tamba?
Good pressure from the Gambia, and as things stand, it looks like we need to get Pamodu Sahna involved more. The BST Galaxy forward is an absolute brilliant player, and he's very tricky. He's a player who can do something for the Gambia whenever he's on the ball. And now you could see the ball switching from the left to the right side and coming back into the penalty area as well. So get Pamodu Sahna more involved, and he can do something.
Pamodu Sahna is one of the best players. Had some moments in recent years, played in Morocco for FUS Rabat, came back to the Gambia, now plays for BST Galaxy. 2 minutes of extra time. We're almost close to a minute into extra time. He's going to go into the book of the referee. Algerians. Bobina is being booked for simulation. And that's Pamodu Sohna's earlier cross there. Bobina of Algeria being booked there by the referee.
He's currently the top scorer in the Algerian league, and he might be frustrated that he's being kept at bay for the entire 45 minutes. He's an absolute brilliant player, Adil Bolbina.
Yes, Bolbina has been a fantastic striker then in the Algerian league, like Amadou said. We're almost getting to the closing stages of the first half, deep into 2 minutes extra time. Almost over. As players who play in their domestic leagues. That is why you have players from Fortune, players from Real de Banjul, players from TMT, and players from other clubs in the Gambia, rather than having players who play in Sweden, Denmark, or even in the English Premier League. This is not a competition for them. This is a competition for players who play in their domestic leagues. Algeria now inside the box gets a push, but goalkeeper Lamin Seydi come off his line and clears. And now the Gambia team, Pamodu Sohna, the player who is one of the most brilliant in this team, gets control of the ball. And now Lamin Seydi, a good pass to Adama Kante, Pamodu Sohna. Now to Mas Njai. Well, the Algerian players would be very happy with the way the match is going, of course. As long as it stays 0-0, getting into the return leg, they will fancy their chances as the strong favorites to progress to the African Nations Championship, CHAN, as this competition is known. If you're just joining us from wherever you are watching from around the world, we're bringing you this African Nations Championship qualifiers between the Gambia and Algeria. It's the last round of qualifiers. In the first round, the Gambia knocked out Gabon on penalties, following a 0-0 draw in the first leg, and got a penalty which they didn't score. And now in the post-match penalty shootout, the Gambia emerged victorious, getting into the second leg. Now Algeria gets a throw. Bakary Jawara to Adama Kante, and it's a push. The referee gives a foul, free kick for the Gambia. Kick quickly taking. Ibrahim Akay was nearly in trouble there. Now the Gambia. Sekou Baro. Lamin Seydi. Pamodu Sohna trying to twist and turn and gets a throw in there. Bakary Jawara, the Fortune right back, gets a throw to Ibrahima. Now in the box, Lamin Seydi is trying to connect. Teammate there. Pamodu Sohna is claiming to have been fouled, but the referee is not interested. For now, it's the Algerians who go forward, but brilliant defending there by the Gambia's Albert Agua Gomez. Tries to go for the wrong ball, but the Algerian defense is composed and easily gets that ball. Now Algeria with an opportunity to attack. Benayada gets across and it's a header. Lamin Seydi was equal to it. Well, Amadou, after playing 5 minutes in the second half, we are almost back to square one from the way it was in the first half.
Yeah, both teams are still trying to figure out which way to attack and get themselves the opening goal here. We can see the Algerians floating in the high ball from the right, and Mahius, the CR Belouizdad forward, leaping high there and nodding it. But Lamin Seydi is always on point as he just catches that one with ease. And now we try to close them down, because in the first half it was Bel Hoshini, the Constantine midfielder, who was trying to do something. Now we can see Adil Bulbina, who is also cutting in. He's on the ball at the moment, trying to make something happen on the near side. But I think the Gambians are reading him very well, especially Bakary Jawara, one of the players who has played for the under-20, under-23, and now here with the Chan team is an absolute brilliant right full-back.
Now the Gambia team trying to win the midfield battle, but it's not possible. Algeria in control, trying an attack, going forward. Algeria. Albert to Sekou Baro. Sekou to Makaira Tambedu. And now Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu to Adama Kante. Adama controls. And now to Pamodu Sahna. Can he make something here? Pamodu crosses, but Ibrahima Gueye couldn't connect to the ball. That was a very, very flashy shot in the box. And you almost think that a player is going to connect to it. And the closest player to the ball was Ibrahima Gueye. But unfortunately, he couldn't connect to the ball. Amadou, what a chance.
Yeah, good ball in. The goalkeeper was expecting it at the far side. So a head on to that one, absolutely it's going in. Because if Ibrahima Gueye was able to connect with that one, it's absolutely going straight to the force post. And of course, it will beat the Algerian keeper in Osama Ben Bot, the USM Alga goalkeeper. He's an absolute experienced goalkeeper. But if Gueye got his head onto that Pamodu Sohna ball in, Gambia could have been 1-0.
Ibu Sanyang is being lined up for substitution. He's a midfielder for Fortune, has a brilliant feet and playing fantastic football in the league. And now goalkeeper Lamin Seydi, the team captain, to his defense, Makara Tambedu. Adama Kante loses possession. And for the Algerians, Bulbina, one of their danger players, put the ball back into the defense. Gazella. And Algeria gets a throw. Algeria gets a throw. Benayada. Bakary Jawara heads the ball to a corner. Amadou, he has the opportunity to head it for a throw. But now he puts his team in trouble.
At first, he didn't scan the area to know what is behind him, and his teammates also didn't communicate to him as to what he needs to do there. So to be sure and be safe is just nodding the ball behind for a corner and ready to defend. I think there was a lapse in communication there.
Lapse in communication, and Algeria gets a free kick. Bulbina. Lamin Sedi Pares. And now a clearance from the Gambia defense. Algeria quickly wins back possession. The longer the game continues like this, the visitors, Algeria, will be happy with what they're seeing in terms of the results and even the pattern of play. They've not been under intense pressure in terms of chances. Pamodu Sahna to Bakari Jawara. Bakari now to Pamodu Sahna again. Pamodu gives it back to Bakari. Bakari crosses. Can there be a header? Adama Kante, oh my God, what's an opportunity he missed. He should have hit the target. That was a golden chance. The best opportunity been created by the Gambia so far in the game.
Absolutely the best chance of the game. Adama Kante, he's a very fine player, but there he needed not to go with power. Needed not to take his time and just put that one into the bottom corner, because the goalkeeper was expecting that it's going up. And Adama needed just to work.
Golden opportunity missed there for the Gambia by Adama Kante. After a well worked out cross there by Bakari Jawara, and beautiful interchange of play with Ibu Sanyang comes in for Lamin Sedik and Lefo.
Good change. I think we need to be very, very, of course, industrious going forward and trying to create the chances there. I said this at the beginning of the fourth half that Lamin Sedikan was a little bit closer to the defense than pushing further up the pitch.
And Pamodu Sahna tries to get into the box. Ibu Sanyang gets a chance, but his shot goes all the way wide. He's definitely frustrated and disappointed in himself. His reaction definitely shows that when you come close to goal. Let's look at it again. There you go, Amadou. That was another opportunity where he could have hit the target.
A hungry player, very visionary. He was a league winner with Fortune, and a midfielder who is absolutely very good in goal scoring. He has goals in himself. The last time Fortune traveled to Soma in their league tie against Hearts, he scored a couple. So he's a midfielder with goals and a midfielder who is absolutely good in taking the team forward. And we will not be surprised to see him more on the ball, and here he is.
Now the Gambia team, Adama Kante to Bakari Jawara. And now Ibu Sanyang, who comes in newly. A pass wasn't a good one, being intercepted. And Algeria. Mehba. Algerians. Ibrahim Gay tries to press. And now Gambia in possession. Good cross. Ibu Sanyang. Bakari Jawara. Now Adama Kante. Adama was trying to connect to Ibrahim Gay, but Ibrahim was a little bit slow in his reaction and couldn't connect to the ball. Another disappointing one. Now getting close, but eventually the execution.
Yeah, I think we've seen an hour of Ibrahim Gay, and to me, right now, absolutely, I think Seni Bojang and Gaira Jif, we need their experience at the moment. Ibrahim Gay is an absolute brilliant striker for BST Galaxy. He has not been getting the supplies and the full staff, but with the inclusion of Ibu Sanyang, and we've seen Pamodu Sohna clicking more, I think he will get the services. But to me, I think before the end of the game, I think the experience of Gaira Jif and Seni Bojang can do us good.
Yes, that's experience there for Pamodu Sohna. Was looking for a foul. The referee says Keraban play. Seni Bojang is the Brikama United striker. Got a couple of goals as captain of the team. Gaira Juf also fast, explosive going forward. Ibu Sanyang. Now across. Well, Algeria have to play it safe here. He doesn't know the player behind him, and it's a corner kick for the Gambia. Pamodu Sahna. This is his earlier move, which resulted into an Ibu Sanyang powerful shot. A corner kick also eventually didn't produce the desired results. Algeria lose possession, and now this time is Masinjai. Bakari Jawara to Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu loses possession. Algeria will be in no hurry. They're not under any intense pressure because they're playing away. They know there's going to be a return leg. As long as this scoreline stays 0-0, they would be the happier side, of course. There is no doubt about that. This is the CHAN qualifiers, second and final round of qualifiers for this competition, meant for domestic players playing in their leagues in their various countries. Now Algeria. Can they unlock the Gambia defense here? Beautiful interchange of play. Now Adama Kante to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu Sanyang rolls it for Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu Sahna, yes, gives possession, and now to Ibrahima Gay, the striker. Ibrahima to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu Sanyang, Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu. Now Pamodu decided to pass the ball. Algeria return at the back in numbers. Cross, but it goes out for a corner kick. A good corner, Amadou.
Yeah, absolutely good corner. You can see the patience of the team keeping the ball in midfield, and a quick interchange of passes between Pamodu Sahna and of course Ibu Sanyang, and moving towards the edge of the Algerian penalty area. And Pamodu Sahna was trying to set himself up to take a shot, but he's not in a better position to shoot, so he decided to switch it to the left side, where we see the Falcons defender Albert, who was trying to put in a cross, and it resulted in a corner. So the team needs to be very patient, not to lose the ball quickly, and in trying to do such, we'll be able to get something out of this tie.
Substitution for Algeria. Bukarachi comes in for Belhoshini. And corner for the Gambia. Header, but that's out for a goal kick. Algeria trying to bring in fresh legs after 64 minutes. A beautiful atmosphere here at the Independence Stadium in Bakau. The return of football after Gambian fans endured the long wait, 4 years, without watching their teams play, whether it's the junior categories or the senior national team. And today is the local national team. And that's a cross. And the header goes out. Mayosh. Free kick from a long distance. Ibu Sanyang tries to. And it's a corner for the Gambia. They can't make the best use of the opportunities that they get in terms of corners. It's either the corner kick is taken poorly or it's going to be a double substitution for the Gambia. Ibrahim Gay is going to be substituted for Musa Sise up front. And then Seni Bojang, the Brikama United captain, goes in for Ibrahim Fofana. Adama Kante takes the corner for the Gambia. A header was in powerful and didn't hit the target. Throw for the Algerian side, who are not in a hurry at all, because the scoreline is still in their favor, knowing that there is going to be a return leg in 6 days' time in Algeria. How about those substitutions made? 2 of them. What do you make of them?
Yeah, first the Algerian substitution, Bouker Houi came on in the 64th minute, replacing Bel Hoshini. Of course, Majid Bouguera is trying to play careful here. He withdrew a forward player for a defender. So he's trying to make sure if he doesn't score, let him not concede. Whilst in Alaji Sarr, we've seen him withdraw Ibrahim Fofana and Ibrahim Gay for Seni Bojang and Musa Sise. Seni Bojang and Musa Sise are both of them are strikers. And of course, Seni can play either side of the wings. So he's adding more firepower up front, and with the fresh legs of Seni and Musa, coupled with Ibrahim Sanyang Torres, who is trying to make sure he creates something for the Gambia. Well, we are hopeful if the midfielders can still click and try to play more forward passes. Once Seni or Musa, who are coming on at the moment, can get an up now, we are very much certain that they will try to take their chances.
Opportunity for the Gambia to unlock the Algeria defense with the substitutions. And now Ibu Sanyang. Ibu Sanyang almost in trouble there, but he came out of that. Mas Njai, good turn. And Bakari Jawara to Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu tries to go inside, but that's a poor control eventually. And he's been blocked off by the Algerian defense. A goal kick for Algeria. Algeria. Sekou Barrow with a clearance. He doesn't want to take any chances there. Algerians in possession. Sekou Barrow. Ibu Sanyang with a pass, didn't get to the intended player. Pamodu Sahna but won the 50-50 battle. Adama Kante, Mas Njai, Ibu Sanyang. Now for the new entrant, well, a goalkeeper almost in trouble there as the Algeria defender heads the ball back, almost going direction of the net, Amadou.
Well, it was a very good forward pass from Ibu Sanyang and good run there by Musa Sisse. And of course, the Algerians were very much hesitant at the moment, and the defender needed to head the ball behind the goal for Gambian corner. And the Gambia still pushing. You can see we are very comfortable in possession. Now, what is lacking is just to put in that final pass and get somebody on the end of that pass and try to find the back of the net.
Somebody on the final pass. Well, Ibu Sanyang trying to get Adama Kante connected there. It's a poor pass. Mas Njai, the player who loses the position, tries to recover quickly. But now the Algerians going forward. Good interception there. And now Musa Sisse chasing the Algeria defense, put him under pressure. Clearance came in perfectly. And there goes Algeria having the opportunity, but the ball, he still kept it in play. Maouche crosses, but the ball again a cross, but a poor one. It goes out. And the Gambia gets a goal kick. Kaira Tambedu. Algeria, as I've been saying earlier, not under any pressure. Or is it because of the weather also that they're not fast as they would love to be? But still, good control. Good forward pass. Bakary Jawara. The ball headed out. And a clearance by Albert Joao Gomez. Wins possession. And Algeria now putting the Gambia under pressure. A good shot. And now for the Gambia, Kaira Tambedu. Adama Kante. Poor. Adama Kante runs all the way back as he loses possession, try to win back possession. Sekou Baro, Lamin Seydi, and now to Bakary Tambedu, Bakary Jawara, Pamodu Sohna, he's out jumped. And now Algeria, offside. Assistant raised his flag. Says you're in an offside position. Bakari Jawara to Ibu Sanyang. I have under 14 minutes plus whatever the referee is going to add. Ibu Sanyang tried to connect to Bakari Jawara, but the ball has gone for a throw-in to Algeria. It's the Chan qualifiers, the African Nations Championship. Last round of qualifiers for the Gambia and Algeria. There's going to be a return leg in 9 days' time in Algeria. Mas Njai. He tries to get the ball to Pamodu Sahna. Pamodu now to Mas Njai. Ibu Sanyang gets the ball, but Algeria defended well. Bakari Jawara. Another substitution. Bakene is going to come in for Balbina. Bakken comes in for Balbina. It's a player, Adam Akante is injured, but he's off the pitch. Let's see. Needs medical attention. Algerian bench. It's a throw for the Gambia. So Gambia reduced to 10 men as Adam Akante is injured and it's going to be treated outside. One of the team's physios is indicating to the coach that there needs to be a substitution. Ibu Sanyang. Backheel pass goes out for a throw-in. It's a foul at Makara Tambedu. In Algeria. Dani, the captain. And Gazella. Ibu Kante. Or rather, Ibu Sanyang rather. Some of the players who've been substituted barely make their mark so far in the game.
Absolutely. They also came in the second period and trying to get themselves into the game, but it's been difficult. And looking at the Gambia, we keeping possession and trying to figure out a way to play that penetrating pass. But still, I think we're still missing that killer pass in between of course, Algerian defense. Mohamed Amin Madani, the JS Kabili central defender, who is the captain for the Algerian side, and Ghazala, the MC Alga defender, are not having a lot of torrid time in the center of the Algerian defense. So unless we keep pressurizing them and playing those quick passes in between them, it's going to be a game that they feel like, okay, we can keep a clean sheet here and go back to Algeria and try to see how we can get a result against this Gambian side. We need to be playing more of the forward passes, but that has not been forthcoming since when Ibu Sanyan came in the first 5-10 minutes. We saw him trying to do something like that, but now it has absolutely gone down as well.
Well, Gambia must find something here for the 8 minutes or so that is left, plus added on time in this game, if their chances of qualification for the CHAN competition are any realistic. Adama Kante injured, has to be substituted. And then Ibu Kamara would come in place of Adama Kante. Deeply frustrated. Ibu Kamara coming in for Adama Kante. Adama injured. Algeria corner. Clearance, but it's going to be a throw for Algeria.
Alaji Yassar is also trying to play careful because Adama Kante is a forward and he's injured, hobbling off. He sent on Ibu Kamara of TMT, formerly of Wabanjul. He's a right fullback, so you could see him and Bakary Jawara on the right side of the Gambia's defense in trying to